And I've set up and tore down this stage with my own two hands. We've traveled this land, packed tight in minivans. And all this for the fans, girls, money and fame. I played their game and had to scream my name. I will show no shame, I live and die for this. And if I come off soft, fix you on this.
Are you scared?
Devil without a cause, and I'm back with the beaver hats and Ben Davis slacks. 30-pack of stroll, 30-pack of hoes. No Rogaine in the propane flows. The chosen one, I'm the living proof, with the gift of gab from the city of truth. I jabbed and stabbed and knocked critics back, and I did not stutter when I said that. I'm going platinum, selling rhymes. I went platinum 7 times. And still they're ill and wanna see us fry. I guess because only God knows why. Why? They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. Fuck all y'all. I like AC/DC and ZZ Top. We'll see Fist Beasties and the Kings of Rock. Skinner, Seeger, Limp, Korn, the Stones. David Allen Coe with No Show Jones. Yeah! Pass that bottle around. Got the rock from Detroit, soul from Motown, the underground stone. Fucking pimp with tracks that Mac and slap back the whack. Never gain away, I don't play with ass. But watch me rock with Liberace Flash. Punk rock the class, boy bands are trash. I like Johnny Cash and Grandmaster Flash. Flash. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey.
Yeah, I saw your band jumping around on stage like a bunch of wounded ducks. Maybe they'll learn, sucker. You just can't fuck with.
Church and you're flicking on bar stools. We're praying that the taps will keep the holy water flowing. Key kicks of communion, then a long night of confessions. Coming home afternoon seems to raise a lot of questions. When in Minnesota and you got a drinking quota. nothing like this in a while. That's why they play my song on so many different dials. Cause I got more hits than a disciplined child. So when they see me, everybody barack. Man, I'm like a young gun, fully black barack. I cry teardrops over the massive attack. I only make hits like I work with a racket and back. Look at my jacket and hat, so down berserk, so down to earth. I'm bringing gravity back, adopted by the major. I want my family back. People work hard just to get all their salary tax. Look, I'm just a writer from the ghetto like Mallory Black. Man, where the hell's all the sanity at? Damn, I used to be the kid that no one cared about. That's why you have to keep screaming till they hear you out.
Yeah. Hand hit records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental, and anything I got is not a rental. I own that motherfucker, figured out this shit is simple. My stock been going up like a crescendo. A bunch of handshakes from the fakes, but nigga, I do not wanna be friends though. I tell y'all motherfuckers, man, this shit is not a love song. This a fucking stripper on a mink rug song. This a fucking boys forever hold a grudge song. Pop some fucking champagne in the tub song, nigga, just because song. Dang.
What's the move? Can I tell the truth? If I was doing this for you, then I have nothing left to prove. Nah, this for me though. I'm just trying to stay alive and take care of my people. And they don't have no award for that. Trophies. And they don't have no award for that. Shit don't come with trophies, ain't no envelopes to open. I just do it cause I'm supposed
Bitch, I
to.
go to dreams with a suitcase. I got my whole country on a new way. She like, I heard all your niggas stay where you stay. House so big I haven't seen them boys in 2 days. Bitch, I use a walkie-talkie just to get a beverage. I saw my parents split up right after the wedding. That told my ass to stay committed, fuck the credit. Bitch, check the numbers, I'm the one who really get it. I told y'all motherfuckers, man, this shit is not a love song. This a doing me and only God can judge song. I do not know what the fuck you thought it was song. Pop some fucking champagne in a tub song, nigga, just because song.
What's the move? Can I tell the truth? If I was doing this for you, then I have nothing left to prove. Nah, this for me though. I'm just trying to stay alive and take care of my people. And they don't have no award for that. Trophies.
Yeah, and I've set up and tore down this stage with my own 2 hands. We've traveled this land, packed tight in minivans, and all this for the fans, girls, money, and fame. I played their game and had to scream my name. I will show no shame. I live and die for this, and if I come off soft, then chew on this.
Are you scared?
Devil without a cause, and I'm back with the beaver hats and Ben Davis slacks. 30-pack of strolls, 30-pack of hoes. No Rogaine in the propane flows. The chosen one, I'm the living proof, with the gift of gab from the city of truth. I jabbed and stabbed and knocked critics back, and I did not stutter when I said that. I'm going platinum, selling rhymes. I went platinum 7 times, and still they're ill and wanna see us ride. I guess because only God knows why. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey.
Fuck all y'all.
I like AC/DC and ZZ Top. We'll see this beasties in the King
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Uh, hey, hey, Crunch Drama. Just give me 1 second. I got to make sure the audio's working. Okay, it's working. Thank you. Thank you, Captain Crunch. So right now, the point of the stream is that we're gonna be uh, watching for Donald Trump's VP pick. It's a VP pick watch. Here pretty soon. Sorry, I gotta. I gotta do some fixing on the stream here. Now I gotta pull up the. I just gotta pull up the. Marco Rubio and Doug Burgum are now out. The only delegation that hasn't been as open and talkative is the Virginia delegation, and that's where I'm standing right now. They've been a little coy about this. I don't know if they've been told not to talk, but Governor Glenn Youngkin is on this short list, as you know. He might be the dark horse pick of the day. We don't know yet. I'm going to walk over here to my friend, the AG of the state, who's actually having a private conversation right now. This is Jason Miyares. I talked to him a little bit ago, and I tried to ask him, tried to get out of you, sir, what you think. Are you hearing anything about Glenn Youngkin?
Glenn, no, Glenn is a wonderful governor. He's a dear friend, and
Just give me 1 second, guys. Yeah. And guys, who do you think Trump's vice president pick will be?
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta fix an audio issue.
Prior to the presentation of the name of the candidate for nomination, the chair wishes to inform the delegates at this time that it has been furnished in a timely manner and with evidence of sufficient support of the candidates who will be presented for President and Vice President of the United States in compliance with the rules of the convention. Also, as prescribed under the rules, the total time for nominating speeches and seconding speeches for any candidate for President or Vice President shall not exceed 15 minutes.
There we go, guys.
It has also been the custom at past conventions to permit the chair to recognize non-delegates for the purpose of making nominating speeches and seconding speeches. Without objection, the reading of the roll call of states for presenting the names for candidates for nomination is dispensed with, and non-delegates shall be permitted to make nominating and seconding speeches. At this time, the chair now recognizes the delegate from Iowa and the chairman of the Republican Party of Iowa, Jeff Kaufman, for the purpose of nominating. Please give him a warm welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm Jeff Kaufman, and I'm humbled and honored to stand before all of you this afternoon. As you've just heard, I come from Iowa, home of the First in the Nation caucus, where our party's nomination process begins. Our caucus is a part of a lengthy democratic process, which everyday Americans listen to the candidates, consider what they have to say, and then make a profoundly important choice on who should lead the nation that we love. Earlier this year, Iowa Republicans overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump.
Trump is the best president we've ever had.
Then the vast majority of Republicans in primaries and caucuses across the nation seconded Iowa's good judgment in a nominee. Today is the final step before Election Day in this venerable and time-honored process. As we all gather here in Milwaukee, it's important for us to remember that this is a grassroots party. It's a party of the people, not a party of the bosses. Donald Trump has earned the trust of the people. He has listened to them, and Donald Trump has kept his word.
Yes, he has.
Over the next 4 days, we will hear about the many failures of the Biden-Harris administration. The sustained criticism does not proceed from a mean or narrow partisanship, but from the broad and sincere concern for the well-being and safety of our fellow Americans. It's part of our service to our country. More importantly, we will also hear about Donald Trump's broad and inspiring vision for our country. This is not a program just for Republicans, but one for all Americans. It reflects the value of America. It's a program that acknowledges that our nation has seen better days, and we can and we will blaze a brighter future. We love America, and we want to restore her security, her prosperity, and her excellence. I invite all of you to join me in supporting President.
Can you guys hear me at all?
President Donald Trump in this great endeavor. Republicans, this is an endeavor to make America great again. So here we go. It is my honor to nominate
All right, Dice.
Donald J. Trump for the office of President of the United States.
And there's Speaker Mike Johnson. I wonder what he's got to say now.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Exactly. Amen to that.
The chair now recognizes the delegate from Nevada and the chairman of the Nevada Republican Party, Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald. I think I've seen him before.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Michael J. McDonald from the state of Nevada. It has been an honor of a lifetime to stand by President Trump's side since 2015. In Nevada, we held the first in the West Caucus, where we blew the Democrats' narrative apart. That you cannot have voter ID, that you cannot have paper ballots, and that you cannot have results of an election on election night. In Nevada, a state that is resilient on service industry, President Trump has proposed to eliminate taxes on tips on day one.
That would actually be a blessing.
Unlike the Biden-Harris administration and the Democrats that increased taxes on tips.
There shouldn't be taxes on tips, period.
President Trump has transformed our party to the champion of the working men and women. We fight for what's right, not for what's easy. We're in a battle for the soul of our nation because we want the best future for our family and for our country. President Trump is our fearless leader who withstood the persecution of a weaponized lawfare and who has fought even harder and stronger
The law was
to
weaponized
represent and
against
fight
them,
for all of us. I ask all Americans
especially
to
that
join
New
me
York crap
in taking back our nation by supporting
and the
President
document
Trump
case in
as he
Florida,
leads
which
us
was
back to
dismissed
victory
just
once
today
again.
by the judge down there. That case should have never been brought up.
It is my honor to second the nomination of Donald J. Trump for the office of the President of the United States of America.
Heck yeah.
God bless you.
Who is this? Yeah, I do like the music too. Is there going to be any singing in this? But very soon, guys, the Trump VP announcement will be coming here shortly. And I can't be too loud because my wife is trying to sleep, but I hope I'm not being too loud right now. I tell you, those are some beautiful instruments, I tell you that for sure. Like, who do you guys think is going to be Trump's VP pick? Something's telling me JD Vance. I'm thinking it's going to be JD Vance. That's just my prediction of who it's going to be. But it could be Marco Rubio, Doug Burgum, JD Vance, and I believe there's two other ones too, but I can't think of their names right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Speaker Mike Johnson.
We will now proceed with the roll call of the states. As required by Rule 37 of the Convention Rules, during the roll call, the states will be called in the order determined by the Secretary of the Convention.
Holy Toast, I don't
During the
think
roll
it's going to be
call,
Mike
the chairs of
Pence,
each respective delegation or their designee will announce
because
the vote of
of
each state.
what happened with
During
the
the roll
January
call of the
6th
states,
thing.
the Secretary will announce
So
each
I'm not
state
sure
and
on
that
that.
state's total number
I'm not
of
saying it
available
ain't
votes.
him, but
Additionally, the chair would like to remind
it
all
could be, it
delegates
could not be, but I
that
don't think it's going to
the Secretary
be.
will record delegates' votes in accordance with
Trump
their
and Pence don't
obligations
get
under
along
Rule
anymore.
16 of the rules of the Republican Party, state law, or state party rules, regardless of the delegation's announcement. The official results from each state are those announced by the Secretary. Lastly, just one reminder. We want to remind all our delegates, our alternates, and guests that maintaining order during the roll call is extremely important. If the convention is not in order, it's difficult for the Secretary or presiding officer to hear the vote announcement. Now, without objection, the complete list of votes recorded for President shall be considered as announced. To conduct the roll call of the states, I'm pleased to announce and introduce at this time our distinguished Secretary of the Convention, Vicki Drummond.
Delegates and alternates, let us commence with the roll.
Holy Toast, I'm sort of doing okay, but
Iowa, 40 delegates.
but I'm doing okay besides a few other things I'm not going to mention on here, but other than that, I'm doing all right.
Madam Secretary, I speak for the delegation from the great state of Iowa, the inspiring home of Caitlin Clark. And Madam Secretary, the great state of Iowa proudly cast all of its 40 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Iowa, 40 votes, President Trump. Nevada, 26 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Nevada proudly casts all of its 26 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Nevada, 26 votes, President Trump.
Yeah, there you go.
Oklahoma, 43 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Nathan Dahm, Republican Party Chairman of the great state of Oklahoma, the crossroads of our country, and the first state to have a President Donald J. Trump highway, and the only state to have all 77 counties vote for President Trump 2 elections in a row, with a 3rd time coming up this November.
Yeah!
The state of Oklahoma proudly cast all of its 43 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Oklahoma, 43 votes, President Trump. West Virginia, 32 delegates.
Madam Chairman, on behalf of the West Virginia delegation, my name is Patrick Morrissey, and I am very proud to cast all 32 votes for the Mountaineers, where we're always free, and to cast those 32 votes for our former and future president, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, West Virginia, 32 votes.
Right now,
President Donald J. Trump.
the delegation votes are at 141, and he needs 1,215 to win the nomination.
22 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Corey Lewandowski, and I served as President Trump's campaign manager in 2016 for that historic victory. I stand before you today on behalf of the great state of New Hampshire, the Granite State, the first in the nation primary state, the state that delivered President Trump's first election victory way back in February of 2016. New Hampshire proudly casts all 22 votes for my good friend, the 45th and soon-to-be 47th President of the United States, Donald John Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New Hampshire, 22 votes, President Trump. Nebraska, 36 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Eric Underwood. I'm the chairman. I present the great state of Nebraska. The good life is our motto, where agriculture, beef and corn is the lifeblood of our economy, where our medical field and university are amongst the top in the nation, but it is our people that embody a Nebraska nice, modest lifestyle. Now to announce our delegate allocation, our delegation co-chair, John Tucker.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Nebraska proudly casts all of its 36 votes for President Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Nebraska, 36
And
votes.
right now, the
President
vote
Trump.
total, the delegate vote total is 199.
California, 169 delegates.
I know, right, Holy Ghost?
California represents nearly 5.4 million registered Republicans, more than any other state in the nation. From its pristine beaches to its soaring mountains, from expansive deserts to the redwood forests, the Golden State is responsible for securing today's GOP House majority. It will be the state responsible for returning a House majority to Washington this November so that President Trump has a partner in Congress to support his common sense agenda. With the largest delegation in the nation, Madam Secretary, the great state of California proudly casts all of its 169 votes for President Donald Trump.
Crap. That's a lot of delegate votes.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention,
Now the delegate
California,
votes are at 368.
169 votes.
Keep in mind,
President Trump.
the delegates needed to win is 1,215.
Tennessee, 58 delegates.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. My name is Jack Johnson. I have the honor of serving as the Republican Majority Leader in the Tennessee State Senate. On behalf of our delegation chairman, the Honorable Bill Lee, the 50th governor of the great state of Tennessee, I am happy to report that from the mighty Mississippi, Graceland and Bill Street, to the Grand Ole Opry, to the Great Smoky Mountains, Rocky Top and Dollywood, to Rock City and Lookout Mountain and Bristol Motor Speedway, and all points in between, we proudly cast all 58 of our votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
California has a lot of delegate votes. That surprised me. I didn't know that.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Tennessee, 58 votes, President Trump. Washington, 43 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Washington State, the evergreen state, where the people support law enforcement by allowing them to pursue criminals, where the people support families and children by putting into law a Parents' Bill of Rights, where the people reform taxes so that families and young people and small businesses can thrive. Washington State casts all of its 43 votes for the next president, the past president, Donald J. Trump.
So far, there hasn't been no opposition to him being the nominee.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Washington, 43 votes.
And right now, it is
President
at
Trump.
469 delegates total.
Alabama, 50 delegates.
Madam Chair, I'm Coach Senator Tommy Tuberville and proud to represent the great state of Alabama. One of the most
Alabama
pro-military
is gonna
and
give all their
pro-veteran
votes
states in
to
the
Trump.
country. Huntsville, Alabama has sent somebody to the moon for the United States in the past. We will do it again in the very near future. We stand for the flag and kneel for God. Madam Chair, we proudly cast our 50 delegates for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Alabama, 50 votes, President Trump. Massachusetts, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts, home of John Quincy Adams, Samuel Adams, Patrick Henry, and other great patriots who made America great, proudly casts all of its 40 votes for our next president, Donald J. Trump. So together, we can work to make America great again.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and
And the
procedures
vice
of this
president has
convention,
been announced.
Massachusetts, 40 votes, President Trump. Indiana,
Madam Chair, I'm Jim
58
Banks.
delegates.
Madam Chair, I'm Jim Banks from the great state of Indiana. In Indiana, we believe in the American dream. We love America, and we love Donald J. Trump. As the son of a factory worker born in a trailer park, a veteran of the United States Navy, it's the honor of my life, on behalf of my great state, the Hoosier State, to cast all 58 votes for the greatest president of my lifetime and my friend, Donald Trump.
The
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules
the
and procedures of this convention,
Trump named Senator
Indiana, 58
J.D. Vance
votes,
as VP
President
pick,
Trump.
senator from Ohio.
Georgia,
That's who the VP pick is.
59 delegates.
Madam
Trump named
Secretary,
Ohio
I'm Josh
Senator J.D.
McCoon,
Vance as
Chairman of the
VP
Georgia
pick.
Republican Party. Georgia, the Empire State of the South. Georgia, the #1 state to do business in the United States of America. On November
know,
5th,
right,
the
Crunch?
Peach State will send 16
They just need to
electoral
call
votes for
it.
the once and future President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. And today, we proudly cast all 59 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Georgia, 59 votes, President Trump. Utah, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Mike Lee. I'm a U.S. Senator representing Utah.
I know, right? Holy Ghost, for sure.
Utah is a place where we have big families, big hearts, and big ideas. It's a place where we love freedom.
I had a feeling it was going to be J.D.
We
Vance.
love the Constitution, and we despise tyranny.
Like I said earlier,
In Utah, from the Red Rocks to the snow-capped mountains with the greatest snow on earth, we know what heaven on earth looks like. Utah,
because that's
the
on
45th
Fox News
state
right
admitted
now,
to the Union,
TV right
today
now. I'm
proudly
watching.
casts all of its
I'm
40
watching
delegate
the
votes for President
delegate
Donald
vote on
J.
the
Trump
TV, and I'm
his newly
watching
announced
the
running mate, my friend and
NC
colleague,
convention
J.D.
right
Vance.
here. Yep, it's J.D. Vance.
Well done.
And the delegate vote is at 716 right now.
I'm wearing my glasses.
And needed to win is 1,215. I wish they would just call it for Trump because they're gonna be for
Pursuant
Trump
to the
anyway.
announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Utah, 40 votes, President Trump.
I know, right? They gotta
Maryland,
drag this process
37
out.
delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is David Bossie. Maryland, the old line state, the 7th state to enter the Union, known for the amazing Chesapeake Bay and Blue Crab, and the United States Naval Academy. The home of Fort McHenry, the historic site that inspired the Star-Spangled Banner. And the home of the next United States Senator from Maryland, Larry Hogan. Maryland, the proudly casts our 37 votes for my friend, the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald John Trump.
He's stuttering too.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Maryland, 37 votes, President Trump. Texas,
You already know Texas is going to give them all of their delegate votes. Texas is a deep red state. They're very deep red.
Madam Secretary, I'm Abraham George, Chairman of the Republican Party of Texas. Not only Texas is the economic powerhouse of America,
He was
where we
stuttering
back
like
our
crazy.
police officers, back our oil and gas workers, and back our men and women in
How many
uniform.
delegate votes is
Not only Texas create more private jobs every month than Joe Biden could ever dream when he's sleeping at 8 o'clock.
161 delegates.
Not only we are a state where no Democrat has won a single statewide office since 1992. Behalf of our great Governor Greg Abbott, our Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, and our Attorney General Ken Paxton, and the Republican Party of Texas, and our entire delegation, we cast all 161 of our delegates for the 45th and the 47th President Donald J. Trump. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Texas.
Pursuant
It should be
Pursuant
800
to the
something total
announcement
now.
of the delegation and the rules and procedures
Oh,
of this
it's
convention,
914 delegate votes
Texas,
total.
161 votes, President Trump.
And needed to win is 1,215.
Iowa, 79 delegates.
Madam Secretary Alex Triantafilou, Chairman of the Ohio Republican Party. I stand here today with my friend Bernie Moreno, who's going to retire forever, politician Sherrod Brown, and deliver a win to the United States Senate. We proudly cast our 79 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
And J.D. Vance.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Iowa, 79 votes, President Trump. America, Samoa, 9 delegates.
Talofa teleman mato tunu pele America Samoa, where our motto is God is first. Therefore, Madam Secretary, American Samoa proudly and with all our hearts cast our vote in favor of our next president, Donald J. Trump.
You two, at the front.
Talumai, hey, hey, hey!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, America, Samoa, 9 votes, President Trump.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Wisconsin, 41 delegates.
Right now, the total delegates
Madam Secretary,
is
on
1,002.
behalf of the Wisconsin delegation,
And needed to win is
we welcome
1,215.
everyone here to this 23rd
Thank God this is
solemn
almost
place
over.
we call home, where 170 years ago, this great party was founded down the road in Ripon, Wisconsin, in a little white schoolhouse. Madam Secretary, the great state of Wisconsin proudly casts all of its 41 votes for Donald J. Trump.
I believe it's 3 more states.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Wisconsin, 41 votes, President Trump. New York, 91 votes.
New York.
President Donald
J. Trump will always be a New Yorker, and New York will always love President Donald J. Trump. We believe that President Donald J. Trump will be the first Republican in a generation who will win New York State. It is my honor, as representative for New York's 21st Congressional District, House Republican Conference Chair, on behalf of the 91 New York delegates to the Republican National Convention, we proudly cast all 91 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New York, 91 votes, President Trump.
I know, right? He
Florida.
does got the mosh pit going on.
Florida,
Florida.
125 delegates.
Madam Secretary,
Yep, I think this
and
is gonna
everybody
be
in this great city.
this is gonna be the state to put him over needed to win.
On behalf of our entire family, and on behalf of the 125 delegates in the unbelievable state of Florida, we hereby nominate every single one of them for the greatest president that's ever lived, and that's Donald J. Trump. Hereby declaring him the Republican nominee for President of the United States of America.
There we go.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Florida, 125 votes, President Trump.
celebration that's about to get. So bring your good time and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on. Celebration. We gonna celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
We will now continue with the roll call of the states. Puerto Rico, 23 delegates.
Madam Chairman, I'm Angel Cintron, State Chairman for the Republican Party of Puerto Rico, the great 51st Republican State of the Union, Puerto Rico, the shining star of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters of Florida, Texas, California, New York, and all the state. Proudly cast all of our 23 votes for our next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Puerto Rico. 23 votes, Donald Trump, President Trump. Kentucky, 46 delegates.
Madam Chairman. Madam Chairman, the Commonwealth of Kentucky proudly cast 46 votes for the next president, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Kentucky, 46 votes, President Trump. Hawaii, 19 delegates.
Aloha mai kako. We are the delegation from the beautiful state of Hawaii. We carry with us the traditions of the father of the Hawaii Republican Party, Prince Kuhio Kalanaʻaneole Piʻikoi. And we carry his sentiment when he said, "We are Republicans from the top of our heads to the bottom of our feet." Madam Secretary, the great state of Hawaii pledges all 19 votes for the future President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Hawaii, 19 votes, President Trump. Kansas, 39 delegates.
I am Mike Brown, chairman of the Republican Party of Kansas, the heartland of America and the breadbasket of the world. Also the aviation capital of the world and the home state of Bob Dole and Dwight D. Eisenhower. Madam Chair, the great state of Kansas proudly casts all 39 of its votes for the man, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Kansas, 39 votes, President Trump.
Yeah,
Louisiana,
I think JD
47 delegates.
They got to make a speech at the end of the.
Madam Secretary, I am Eric
Or instead,
Scarmetta,
if I'm
Public
not
Service
mistaken, that-
Commissioner for the state of Louisiana and delegation chairman.
He announced it on
Louisiana,
social
led by
media.
my
Yep.
friend, Republican Governor Jeff Landry. Home of the Speaker of the House of the United States Government, Mike Johnson. House Majority Leader, Steve Scalise. Host of the 2025 Super Bowl for the NFL for the 11th time. The state with the lowest utility rates in the country. And becoming a center for capital investment for the United States. Louisiana, the sportsman's paradise, casts all of its 47 delegate votes for the bold and brave Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Louisiana, 47 votes, President Trump. Delaware, 16 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Julianne Murray,
Yeah,
and
Trump
I am
is
the
already
proud
well
state
over
chairman
the
of the
amount to
Delaware
win
Republican
the
Party.
nomination.
Delaware is a small and mighty state, but we are the first state. We are so proud of our nominee, and we are going to fight to deliver Delaware to Donald J. Trump. Madam Secretary, the great state of Delaware proudly casts all of its 16 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation
Fight,
and
fight.
the rules and procedures of this convention, Delaware,
Not
16
literally,
votes,
but yeah.
President Trump. Guam, 9 delegates.
Madam Chairman, Hafaday, I'm Felix Camacho, former governor of Guam. We send a warm Hafaday and Sejus Maasi from the great territory of Guam, where America's day begin. Itano Imansamoru.
The home of the newest Marine Corps base, Camp Blas, and over 20,000 members of our armed forces, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and Space Force, and over 23,000 veterans.
So, Madam Chair, the great territory of Guam proudly cast all 9 of its votes for President Donald J. Trump. Sejus Maasi.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Guam, 9 votes, President Trump. Connecticut, 28 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Ben Proto, and I have the honor of serving as chairman of the great state of Connecticut's Republican Party. Connecticut, the Constitution state, the arsenal of democracy, and the home of the 2-time, soon-to-be 3-time NCAA men's basketball champion UConn Huskies, proudly cast 28 votes for the 45th president and soon-to-be 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Connecticut, 28 votes, President Trump. Alaska, 29 delegates.
Alaska's, we already know Alaska's going to give
Great state of Alaska
give them all their delegate
pledges
votes.
all of its 29
Alaska's a
delegate
deep
votes
red
to
state.
Donald J. Trump. The state of Alaska, the largest state in the nation, 2.5 times the size of our fellow state, Texas. The furthest northern state, western state, and eastern state, the largest bears in the country, largest moose, biggest military, more retired veterans per capita. Once again, we pledge all of our votes, 29 delegates, to Donald Trump, the next president of the United States of America.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Alaska, 29 votes, President Trump. Oregon, 31 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Tracy Hunnell, National Committee Woman for Oregon, home of Congresswoman Lori Chavez DeRemer and Congressman Cliff Benz, home of the Beavers. Oregon is also home of the deepest lake in the country and the deepest canyon in the country. We have the 3rd most climbed mountain in the world, and we're the wind sailing capital of the world. Oregon is an outdoor lover's paradise with every geographical terrain on the planet within our border. Madam Secretary, the great state of Oregon proudly casts our 31 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention,
Trump is all,
Oregon,
I mean, not Trump, but
31
Joe Biden's
votes,
already
President Trump.
talking crap about J.D. Vance.
I love it.
Mississippi, 40 delegates.
My home state.
Thank you,
My home state,
Madam
Mississippi.
Secretary. Governor Tate Reeves, on behalf of the great state of Mississippi, the hospitality state, the birthplace of America's music.
That's definitely
home
the
to B.B.
hospitality
King,
state.
Elvis, Faulkner, and the best catfish in the entire world. Where our food is fried and our tea is sweet. Where breaking economic development and employment records daily is as common as college baseball national championship teams. A Republican stronghold and a key piece of the Red Wall. From the mighty Mississippi River to the sweet Gulf Coast and everywhere in between, I am incredibly excited, honored, and proud to cast all 40 of our votes for the next president of these great United States, Donald J. Trump.
Go Mississippi.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Mississippi, 40 votes.
Holy Toast said, I'm
Trump.
surprised Alaska didn't vote for Frosty the
Northern
Snowman.
Mariana Islands, 9 delegates.
Half a day,
That's funny.
Gentiro, Madam Secretary. I am Irene Hall, and I am the National Committee Woman and Delegation Chair of the Northern Mariana Islands. On behalf of the 9 delegates from my beautiful Commonwealth of
Where
the
is the
Northern
Mariana
Mariana
Island?
Islands, we are so proud to cast all of our votes for our President,
Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Northern Mariana Islands, 9 votes. President Trump. Wyoming, 29 delegates.
Madam Chairman, I'm Wyoming Secretary of State and Wyoming Delegation Chairman Chuck Ray. The Cowboy State is the energy capital of our country. We supply coal, oil and gas, soda ash, ag products for the entire world. And Wyoming, the Cowboy State, is Trump country. We've supplied the highest margin of victory for President Trump in both 2016 and 2020. And with that, Wyoming, the Cowboy State, casts all of its 29 delegates for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant
know, right,
to the
Holy Toast?
announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Wyoming, 29 votes, President Trump. Maine, 20 delegates.
Hi, my name is Demi Kazunas. I'm a proud Army veteran, a dentist, a daughter of legal immigrants, mother and grandmother, and will be the next U.S. Senator from the great state of Maine. But today, as chair of the Maine delegation, the largest exporter of lobsters and blueberries, also known as Vacation Land, and we delivered one electoral
Maine is
college
gorgeous.
vote
I've
for
seen
President
pictures
Trump
of Maine.
in 16 and 20 out of all of New
Maine
England.
is very gorgeous.
We stand here proudly with my delegation of 20 to cast all of our votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Maine, 20 votes, President Trump. Missouri, 54 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Missouri, the Show Me State, home of the 4-time Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Home of the best
Holy
United
Toast
States
said
senators,
lobsters
Josh
and
Hawley and Eric Schmidt.
blueberries support Trump.
From the great Northwest of the Pony Express to the Lake of the Ozarks, Bass Pro Shop, and St. Louis Arch, the mighty Missouri is casting 54 delegates for our favorite president and the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Missouri, 54 votes, President Trump. Idaho, 32 delegates.
I'm Dorothy Moon, chairwoman of the Idaho Republican Party, and also the delegate sponsor. I'm excited to have all of the delegates behind us, all 32 votes, to go toward Donald J. Trump. We are the gem state. We are very rural. We have a lot of mountains and rivers, and we also love freedom and liberty. And we love a fighter, and Donald Trump is a proven fighter, and we want him to be our next president with our 32 delegates. We need to be with him.
That's my fucking president.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Idaho, 32 votes, President Trump. Illinois, 64 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Congresswoman Mary Miller, and I'm proud to represent Illinois, the land of Lincoln, the first Republican president. And on behalf of parents who are horrified by Joe Biden's attack on parental rights, on behalf of farmers who are being crushed by the Biden economy, on behalf of our daughters who Biden is forcing to compete against men in sports, and on behalf of the victims of the Kamala Harris border crisis, Madam Chairwoman, Illinois proudly casts all 64 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Illinois, 64 votes, President Trump. North Dakota, 29 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm North Dakota State Auditor Josh Gallion and chair of our delegation. I'm a United States Air Force veteran. I'm here with our chairwoman, Sandy Sanford, and the rest of our delegation. North Dakota, we love our farmers. We love our energy producers. We back the blue. We are very appreciative of our military installations, Minot Air Force Base and Grand Forks Air Force Base. We feed the world, we fuel the world, we defend the world. The great state of North Dakota proudly casts all of its 29 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, North Dakota, 29 votes, President Trump. Arizona, 43 delegates.
Arizona needs to secure its southern border to prevent the atrocities that are happening and fix its broken election system. And that's why I, Shelby Bush, the delegation chair, and our wonderful state chairwoman, Gina Swoboda,
Yeah, I know, Holy Toast. Trump should be coming out after they do the roll call of the state. I believe after the roll call is done, I think Trump is going to come out with
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Arizona,
he's supposed to be speaking, I believe, at the end of the roll call.
Trump. New Jersey, 12 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm State Senator Michael Testa from the great state, the Garden State, the state of New Jersey, a state where President Donald J. Trump has invested heavily. And we think and we know that he can win New Jersey this year. Madam Secretary, we should all be thankful right now that we are able to cast our votes for President Donald J. Trump after what took place on Saturday. So the state of New Jersey is extremely proud to cast all of its delegate votes for the 45th and soon to be 47th President of these United States, President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New Jersey, 12 votes, President Trump. U.S. Virgin Islands, 4 delegates.
U.S.
Madam
Virgin
Secretary,
Islands.
as chairman of the United States Virgin Islands, the land of welcoming people, beautiful beaches, tremendous culture, and the best rum in the world, proudly casts its 4 delegates for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures, the U.S. Virgin Islands, 4 votes, President Trump. North Carolina. North Carolina, 74 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I am Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, and God willing, I will be the next governor of North Carolina. North Carolina is the Tar Heel state. North Carolina is the home of the longleaf pine, and North Carolina is indeed, woo, the state that is and always will be first in flight. Mr. Chairman, on behalf of the state of North Carolina, I am directed that the state to cast 62 votes for America's Braveheart and the next president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, for president, and 12 votes in accordance with the rules.
North Carolina, 62 votes, President Trump, 12 votes to be cast pursuant to the rules and procedures of this convention. Arkansas, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Chairman Wadley, I am Joseph Wood, Chairman of the Republican Party of Arkansas, the natural state, the land of opportunity, home of the 47th Governor, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Yes. Also home of the National Federation of Republican Women, Julie Harris, Johnny Cash, Al Green, and the Little Rock 9 Civil Rights Movement. We cast our 40 votes to continue to fight and save America with Donald J. Trump. Our votes for Donald J. Trump. Woo Big Sweet!
Arkansas, 40 votes, President Trump. Virginia, 48 delegates.
Madam Secretary, on behalf of the great Commonwealth of Virginia, named last week by CNBC as America's top place to do business. Home to 850,000 of the greatest Americans, our military and veteran heroes. Home to Washington, Madison, Monroe, the first governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, the voice of liberty, Patrick Henry, and home to Thomas Jefferson, who penned the most immortal words that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they're endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
No.
Proudly, as Governor of Virginia, along with our great chairman of the Republican Party of Virginia, Rich Anderson, we cast our delegate votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and his Vice President, J.D. Vance.
Virginia, 42 votes, President Trump, 6 votes to be cast pursuant to the rules and procedures of the convention. Michigan, 55 delegates.
Madam Chairwoman, I rise from the great state of Michigan, where the Republic...
Can I please order that? And is there any way you could possibly ask them to possibly rush the order, because we're trying to rush it as much as we can? Oh, that's so... It's totally fine. I just wanted to... Only reason why I'm asking is because I ran up at the Pavilion that helps can't afford them oxygen right now, but I thought it was going to be able to, so this is my last option. I don't know if you can send that message in to them at the factory or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, usually if it's after like 3 or something like that, they usually don't get it shipped out to the next day. So that's about what I remember. Yeah. Well, I hope not. No. Like if there's anything else you could put in there, just please do it. See if we can rush the process any bit at all. Thank you so much. You have a very blessed day and be safe going home later. Okay.
What they say?
I've got them on order, but they're probably not going to be shipped out today. They're probably going to ship out tomorrow since I've been told by Peppery.
Okay.
But you need to, Sam, you need to write your calendar right now. Today is when I want. That's the last one we have to fix. Tom's way over. Today, the 15th, just tell them order Austin supplies. I knew it had to be over a month.
Alright.
But when I'll know by next month, I'm going to order them. No, I'll have to order, I'll probably have to order them early for my trip in September because I'll be gone the 15th.
Yeah.
Or if I have to buy extra Cavalon or something myself, I can probably get a health agency or something.
I'm itching. Right there.
I feel really weird today.
What do you mean?
Really weird, like I feel like I'm bugging or something.
He's getting all the delegates.
South Dakota, 29 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Larry Roden, Lieutenant Governor of the great state of South Dakota. I'm proud to speak on behalf of myself and Governor Noem and our delegation. We represent the freest state in a nation built on the principles of freedom. On behalf of South Dakota's, I wanted to say one thing. President Trump helped bring fireworks back to our Mount Rushmore. That monument honors 4 of our greatest presidents. And I believe there's room for one more. Just saying. On behalf of South Dakota's 29 delegates, I proudly cast all our votes for President Donald J. Trump.
They do need to put Trump's face on Mount Rushmore.
South Dakota, 28 votes, President Trump. New Mexico, 22 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Jim Townsend, National Committeeman from New Mexico, joined with Tina Zhuk, National Committeewoman from New Mexico, and the delegation from New Mexico. New Mexico is known as the land of enchantment. We remember well when our citizens flourished and jobs were always available. Madam Secretary, we remember when the courts in our country were known for being fair and our borders were secure. Madam Secretary, we also remember who was responsible for that and who worked hard for America. That's why today, New Mexico casts all 22 votes for the next